Now we are going to talk about mode tracer. For to understand that, let's do one thing. We will press Shift C and we will create one emitter like this. Okay, and we will rotate it like this. Okay, so if you guys know what emitter does, it will create some particle emissions. But now what I want that this particle should create some splines. So for that, what we can do, we need to trace the path followed by that particles. So for that, what we will use this tracer. So it will trace the path of that, and on that path it will create some splines. Even if you see the icons, you will understand that it's creating some splines after that object. So let's bring this tracer over here like this, and if I go to the start and if I hit play, as you guys can see, we will get something like this. So how it happens, there are two ways. If you want to create some splines from this emitter, select this emitter, go to the move graph and then enable this tracer, and otherwise you can select this tracer and trace link, you can simply include that object over here like this. Okay, so now what will happen, it will create the splines, but obviously we cannot render it out. So for that, what we do is we will create one sweep, then we will create some another spline. Let's say this rectangle, we will choose zy or let's say xz, and we will make it 10 by 10 by 10, or let's say 5 by 5 by 5. Okay, and we will select this rectangle, we will move inside this sweep, then we will select this tracer and then we will move this over here. So now what will happen, obviously we know that sweep creates something like this, and then we can select this rectangle again and we can adjust to normal plane xy, so we will get this kind of results. So if you hit play, we will get something like this. And if you select this emitter, if you go to the coordinates, and obviously you know that you can rotate it. So let's create one keyframe over here. Let's go to the last keyframe and let's make it 360. Let's say create one keyframe, select this, right click, go to the animation, show f curve, select this and enable this linear option. And now if I see this animation, let's say I'll get different results. And otherwise, you another thing you can do, you can simply select this and you can go to the simulation, let's say, and let's choose something like rotation, let's say, and if you play, you will get this kind of different results. And obviously you can select this, you can go to the object, you can increase and decrease the acceleration of it like this. And otherwise, let's delete that. You can select this emitter, let's go to the simulation again, go to the particles, and we will choose, let's say, turbulence, and if you hit play, you will get this little bit turbulence over here. Let's increase the strength to 50 and scale to, let's say, 10 20. So as you guys can see, we will get this kind of structure. If you want, then you can increase the size of it like this. So if you hit play, you will get this kind of results like this, and then you can hit Control R, so you will get this kind of stuff. And this is not just about this tracer is going to create splines from this emitter only. If let's do select all of them and let's delete all of them, we will only stick to the tracer. Suppose if I have this cube over here, and if I select this tracer and if I move this cube over here, then suppose if I select this cube, I'll create one keyframe over here at 130. I'll press E, move this over here, then press rotation and rotate it like this and create another keyframe. And if I go to from the start, as you guys can see, we can create this kind of tracer also. And suppose if I select this rectangle and let's make it 20 by 20 like this, and then if I select this sweep, I select this rectangle and this tracer, and if I move inside this sweep, I'll get this kind of results. And even if I select this, and I can simply hide this also by holding Alt and to double click, I can hide this. And now if I hit play, I'll get this kind of animation. Okay, so this is how you can use this tracer option effectively.